Oftentimes when I'm alone in my room, I find myself talking. It makes me feel less lonely. Not that I want to be around people, but because I feel like, well, maybe it helps me a little bit to understand my own feelings. This is how I was talking to someone else. I don't feel like myself when I'm talking, at least when I'm talking to other people. I often hide my emotions behind some sort of fake demeanor, but that isn't very sincere of me. And I feel like if I just pronounce them aloud, then somehow I can answer my own questions. How do I feel? Why do I feel a certain way? I think that many people should just talk to themselves in an isolated room, trying to imagine what they would respond to the person in front of them, were that person someone else rather than themselves. Because I know that if I don't speak aloud, then I won't answer myself. I won't give myself any sort of advice to the questions I need the answer to. And maybe though it's just me talking to myself in my room, it doesn't really matter. It's as though someone else were talking to me. And I talk back. And we have a back and forth of conversation that at the end may be room for criticism, but at least I'll have talked to someone else about it. Someone else being myself, yet not myself. A person who has my struggles and yet listens and understands them entirely and knows what to do about them, rather than just bottling them up inside. So that's probably why I talk to myself, read scripts, write my own, to see maybe when I write for other people my own scripts and they read them aloud, then I somehow feel a sense of comfort because I read comments or I simply listen to the scripts and I feel better about myself because I feel as though I've done something not for me, something for some other people, somebody else. And that's probably why I write for other people and not myself. Because I know that myself, if I wrote for me, it wouldn't be how I was feeling. If I wrote down how it was to be me, then I think it'd be rather saddening. Like a discorded tune. Because when I write about myself, I don't know how to go about it. I only know how to talk to myself. I can't even look myself in the mirror feeling the same. But when I pronounce words aloud, then I can listen to them again and again and again and try to figure out why I'm feeling a particular way at a particular moment and maybe improve myself. I stare at random objects in my room, a Yu-Gi-Oh box. Now, people might assume that the Yu-Gi-Oh box has Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but that's far from the case. I simply have the box because I like the box. The artwork is beautiful. I don't know from how long ago it is, but I was able to thrift it. And it's such a beautiful box to look at. I don't know any of the cards or the characters that are upon it, but I did have Yu-Gi-Oh cards a long time ago. I gave them away. There was a kid in the village where my best friend at the time was, and he loved Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. I gave all my cards to him. I didn't look through them, I didn't pick out the ones that were valuable or not. I just gave them to him because he was suffering. And even now, I can't bear to see people suffering. So, even though even now they might be worth something, and they probably are, then I don't regret a single part of it. They made him so happy. He never received anything. And I think that's probably one of the things that motivated me to love him so much. He was so young, but he went through so much suffering at the time, and I can only hope that I helped him to have a brighter future, and to learn that people can be kind and will be kind as long as you let them. Now, with that being said, I don't think I have any thoughts left in my head, but I'm glad if anybody took the time to listen. Thank you.